Up with KREM begins now.
5:30 now on our Wednesday morning. Changes could be coming to some electricity bills next year. What all Avista customers need to know about possible rate hikes and why the company is charging more.
And if you're waking up this morning to some rain on the ground, you are not alone. We're also seeing some spots of slick conditions with freezing rain, even some snow up toward the mountains.
And Christmas is only 3 weeks away and so little time to do so much. This morning we're highlighting the top holiday activities that you do not want to miss with your family this season.
Well, the internet's one of the most relatable cats is a Washington native. Cinderblock is documenting his weight loss journey.
Oh, I forgot about Cinderblock. So according to Twitter, the cat you might remember for his treadmill attempt officially broke 21 pounds.
Wow.
He now weighs just about 20 pounds. That means apparently all that hard work that he was doing has paid off. He's had someone helping on Twitter to inform people about what's going on. But if you remember, just about a month ago, I'd say, we were first introduced to Cinderblock, who could barely get on the treadmill, but was in desperate need of losing some pounds.
I've never related more to a cat. He sat on the side and had one leg basically moving on the treadmill.
Just had one leg. And I mean, the name Cinderblock is not too harsh because at the time,
probably as heavy as a cinder block.
Yeah, right? So good
Maybe
to see
even
he's lost some weight.
But he's got quite the following now on Twitter. I know I was checking his weight loss journey this morning.
Here we go.
Sweet Angel, he's up in, I believe, Bellingham. So
Okay. Good to know
he's
that
on his way.
He's continuing his fitness journey as well, just like the Peloton users.
There you go.
As we wake up this morning, it looks like the same trouble spots are on the roads. That's central Washington up into the northern mountains. We're picking up on some rain here in the Spokane area. That's why those roads are wet. But if you are in the similar spots that we saw trouble on yesterday, which are across I-90 in central Washington or up around the northern mountains, Kettle Falls, Bonners Ferry, that's where you're going to see problems related to more winter weather. All the green that we've got is not really promoting too much trouble, that's just rain, but the pink that we've got off toward about south of Ritzville, that's where we're seeing a little bit of trouble, and that even includes up around the I-90 path line. Northern mountains, again, picking up on some snow. Doesn't look like it's going to be much as far as accumulating snow, but Kettle Falls is 31 degrees, Omak is 31 degrees, definitely cold enough to sustain snow. Looks like that freezing rain is just around that bulk of the area, pushing into an area of warmer air though, so that means that it could turn into rain as it passes off toward the Palouse. Doesn't look like Pullman or Lewiston is going to pick up on any freezing rain, just rain by itself. Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, same situation, a lot warmer than we expected those temperatures to stay overnight. We're at 40 degrees right now, so that means that headed into the afternoon we could likely just stay warm and only get warmer from here. 44 degrees is what we're going for. What's coming for Spokane is going to stay exclusively as rain, but like we said, those northern mountains could pick up on more accumulating snow that goes through that northeast corner of Washington and into North Idaho and western Montana as well. Mostly dry skies headed into tomorrow, your Thursday. Looks like we see more wet weather return as we head toward the beginning of the weekend. 5:33 right now. Dana Marie, over to you.
Thank you, Evan. 4 years after Washington State started an effort to cut down on untested rape kits, about a third of those kits have been tested. Back in 2015, there were nearly 10,000 untested sexual assault kits. Now, more than 3,100 have been tested. Lawmakers behind the push pointed to a 2007 sexual assault kit that went untested for a decade. After it was tested, a suspect was charged. Lawmakers say it's a good start, but there's still more work that needs to be done. The Spokane City Council has approved a change regarding council members' responsibilities. Those responsibilities now include a time commitment of 30 to 50 hours per week for each member. Right now, the position of City Council member is part-time, but Mayor David Condon is concerned this rule change will limit the number of potential candidates for City Council. City Council President-elect Brianne Beggs says the rule change is not mandating that council members commit to those full-time hours. It's just what the position can demand at times. As winter weather becomes more of an issue, researchers at WSU say they found a more environmentally friendly and cheaper way to de-ice our roads. They found a solution from grapes. Melts ice faster than other de-icers. It also causes a lot less damage to concrete and asphalt. Seahawks players paid a special visit to patients at Spokane Sacred Heart Children's Hospital yesterday. Jacob Hollister and Malik Turner dropped by several rooms, signing flags and giving each kid a Seahawks bear. Near the end of the visit, they were asked to stick around for a very special ceremony. 7-year-old Brody won his fight with cancer and rang the victory bell with his favorite athletes by his side. Well, that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM.
5:35 now. Well, Avista customers in Washington could see rates increase in the new year. We dug into the proposal to find out how much customers pay and the reason why.
Avista has reached a temporary agreement with a bunch of other stakeholders. It covers their rates for the next 2 years. That agreement still needs to be approved by state regulators early next year. But here are the key numbers. Avista's determined the average customer will be charged about $5 more per month for electricity and about $3 more per month for gas. That's the outcome of a 6.6% electricity hike and a 5.3% gas hike. That'll generate a total of $36.5 million per year more for the company. The rates would go into effect on April 1st and last until the end of March of 2022. So why does Avista need the money? Well, for the most part, we don't know right now. The agreement says it's a black box settlement reflecting give and take on multiple issues. Usually, factors are things like inflation, maintenance, and the cost of new projects. This time, there is one new factor we do know about, a recently passed Washington state law. This year, the legislature passed a law that requires all energy providers for the state to be completely off coal by 2025. Avista has a partial stake in the Coal Strip coal plant in Montana. Now, they were already planning to stop using that plant by the mid-2030s, but because of the law, they need to speed that process up. Right now, they predict it could cost them $33 million in the long term, though that's likely to change later. They're also going to put $3 million in a fund to help the coal strip community deal with the economic fallout. So how much is all that going to cost Avista customers? Well, they'll be collecting $28.5 million more per year in electricity rates. Of that, Avista estimates $1.6 million will go towards coal strip related costs. So the bulk of this increase appears to result from other factors, which haven't been spelled out publicly yet. And remember, none of this will happen unless the state commission approves the agreement. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Casey, thank you. It's also important to note here those proposed changes are only for Washington. This week, Avista's rates in Idaho went down.
For your speed feed stories you'll see on social media this morning, so let's get a look at what's trending. Just when you thought you could escape the never-ending Monopoly game with family this holiday season, a new edition was released. It's called The Longest Game Ever, and the tagline is, and you thought the original took forever. The board has an outer track and inner track, which doubles the number of spaces. Looks like you know what to get for someone on your naughty list this year. Parents, get ready for some strange Christmas gift requests this year. Fart launchers could be on your kids' list. The toy can spread a terrible stench across the room, but don't worry, the company says it's organic, plant-based, doesn't get caught in fabric, and dissipates in minutes. Probably best used outside. And one woman from Wales did the impossible. She got all 17 of her cats and dogs to pose for a Christmas photo at the same time. The pet's owner, cat Katie Smith, said the picture took about 2 weeks of trying. She said that the cats posed the biggest challenge.
2 weeks?
The dogs sat nice and quietly for the camera.
Oh my gosh.
She owns a lot of pets. That's what's most concerning about this photo to me. But
I
maybe
like her.
2 weeks
Wow. I can barely get my 2 cats to pose for a picture, so getting 17, props to her.
I like her.
That's amazing.
That's my dream.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Just leave me alone with all
Sounds
my
like-
is. But Jen, you need to be
Awesome.
plopped in the middle. Just
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I'd be
right?
covered in
Exactly.
cats. That'd
Jen
be
wants
great.
to cat sit, dog and cat sit.
All the animals, bring them my way. All right, coming up on 5:40 now. Well, a wintry mix this morning could give you an icy commute. After the break, Evan is tracking freezing rain across the inland northwest.
And a Christmas ad for pricey exercise bikes is receiving tons of backlash. Have you seen it? It's not just comments from internet trolls. The company that make the bike is seeing a major drop in stocks. We want to know what you think about the new Peloton bike commercial. Head to the KREM 2 app to vote now in our live poll.
And we want to say congratulations to John, who just won 2 Up with KREM coffee mugs, coffee beans, and a gift card from Thomas Hammer Coffee Roasters. To win, submit on our KREM email newsletter or enter on the Up with KREM Facebook page.